In today's video, I want to talk about the morning routine that is going to help you manifest everything that you desire and become so magnetic to your desires. The clients, the dreamy clients, the relationship, the house, the car, whatever you have on your vision board. What morning routine is going to propel these manifestations forward? And make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to be sharing the exact morning routine that I have used to manifest some crazy things. So let's jump in. Morning routines is something that is such a big topic, right? We always hear from different people such different perspectives on morning routine. Some people we hear that you have to wake up at 4 a.m., you have to go for a 20K run, and then you have to do 10 different manifestation processes before you even start your day, right? But then there's a different reality where someone else who has manifested incredible things into their life, and they have said that they don't even have a morning routine. So how can we have two very different realities who are still experiencing success with their manifestations? And this is what I want to have a conversation about today. Because, like what I mentioned, when I first started my manifestation journey, I thought I had to have this serious morning routine. I would literally wake up at the crack of dawn. I would go to the gym, go for a walk on the beach, do my morning visualization, do more manifestation tools, write out 100 times what I desired to manifest. And it was this constant list. I'm not even joking. That had literally like 100 different things on there. And by the time I had finished this morning routine, it was lunchtime. I was having my lunch and then half the day was gone. And I'm not sitting here and saying one is right over the other. There's no right or wrong. I really want to help you separate a good and a bad morning routine, right? Because yes, I was able to manifest some incredible things with this massive list. But then there was also some downfalls that I see. And I see this all of the time, especially, with clients coming into my realm who say, I have this incredible morning routine. Like I have to do all of these manifestation processes to manifest what I desire. And straight away, I ask them, why? What is that reasoning? Where did that belief stem from? Because if we believe, right, if we have this belief that we have to do 100 different things, then if we don't do them, then of course we're not going to manifest what we desire, because our underlying belief, remember, we always manifest what we believe. The belief comes first before the manifestation. So what we believe to be true is ultimately what creates our 3D reality, what does or doesn't bring our manifestations in, right? And when they actually dig in to why they felt like they had to create this massive list when it comes to their morning routine, is because somewhere along their journey they were told that they had to have this 50-step process to manifest what it is that they desire. And a majority of the time, they're coming to me because they are exhausted, they are burnt out by having to do everything, single thing. And they're also doing it from the perspective of it's just what I have to do, it's just what I should do. So it's a very mechanical process. It's the same in business when clients come to me and they say, well, I just have to do these strategies. I just have to show up and post 5 times a week, and I have to say it this way, and I should. There's no spirit behind there. There's no energy behind what they are actually doing. So of course it's not giving them the results that they truly desire to manifest into the 3D, because it just becomes this very masculine process, this very mechanical process, and we don't actually think about, why am I doing this? Like, what is the purpose behind this? Am I actually being led to do this? Or am I just following someone else's process that has led to results for that particular person? Because everyone is different. Everyone is going to have a different pathway that is going to lead to your desires. So what works for someone may not be the pathway for you. So I'm not actually going to sit here and tell you exactly what morning routine is going to help you to manifest your desires in a specific sense. But what I'm going to say is that finding the morning routine that works for you and what you have actually been led to is what is going to lead to your manifestations and speeding up your manifestations like no tomorrow. Because when I actually thought about, why am I doing this morning routine? Why am I doing it in such a rigid way? What is the meaning behind it? Where have I learnt this along the way? I realized that it stemmed back to this particular period in my life where I learnt this off someone who I put on a pedestal, right? And especially if we invest a lot of money or we put someone or a coach, on a specific pedestal, then we are going to take that on as belief, as a truth, as a belief. And that's just not our specific pathway and morning routine to follow to attract what it is that we truly desire. So what I would say first and foremost is ask yourself the question and just become aware. It's not blaming and shaming yourself for feeling like, oh my goodness, I've wasted so much time doing this process when I didn't need to. It's simply having that awareness. Awareness is everything in manifestation, right? And having that awareness and eagle-eye perspective of, why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I have actually been led to these particular processes in the morning? Or am I doing it because it's just something that I felt like I should do? So really have that honest conversation with yourself. And then something that I found to be so powerful in my morning manifestation routine is what actually feels good for me. It sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy, but I actually got clear on what puts me in a higher vibrational state, what allows me to tap into my intuition for the day. And I found that, going into a visualization meditation before I started my day was absolutely so impactful, because it allowed me to tap into a higher consciousness, the consciousness of the version of you who is living in the desired reality, because ultimately we want to take advice from that version of us because they already know how to get to where you desire to be. They know how to get from A to Z in the fastest timeline. So we want to be tuning in and tapping into that version of us now. And then other things I found to be so helpful is I love exercising. So exercising, eating a nutritional breakfast, and then going for a walk and coffee on the beach with my partner. Those were the things, and then getting ready for the day, right? Because so often, see, this was a huge one for me of not actually getting ready for the day and just being in my gym clothes all day. But that wasn't allowing me to tap into the version of me. And it wasn't allowing me to become the woman of my dreams. Because the woman that I desired to be gets ready every single day, does her makeup every day, does her hair, and shows up powerfully. So those are some of the things that I do. And of course, I'm not saying that there isn't more tools to actually move through emotions and limiting beliefs and all of that goodness throughout the day, of course. But it doesn't have to be this long-winded morning routine before you even take action for the day. Because I see this all of the time, is that this feminine embodiment, oh, I have to be in my feminine embodiment. But sometimes that's just an excuse to not actually take the aligned action. Sometimes that's just an excuse that the ego makes you stay in this cycle, this healing cycle of I need to heal everything before I take that action, before I do the scary thing, which actually just keeps you in the same place. So to sum that all up is get aware of why you are doing your current morning routine. Is it still serving you? Are you doing it just because you should? Or is it actually serving a higher purpose? Is it actually allowing you to tap into that higher version of you? Because that is how we condense time between where we are and where we desire to be, is actually becoming and stepping into the woman, the man, whoever you identify as, who is already living in your desired reality. So I trust that this video has found you and it has activated something within you to tune and turn on the awareness to create the morning routine that is going to propel you forward to manifest what it is that you truly desire. So I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao!